So, in this recording, this is me power leveling this particular character in their class. They're at level 52, they are using it in a Twal class. There's gonna be some things I'm gonna have to point out, but yeah, this is gonna be a power leveling video. I'm not gonna edit it as much, it's gonna be raw footage. And also, when it comes to knowing how to go about this, if you're playing on the Japanese PSO2, you can also use the same method when North America has most of this stuff. There will be videos on how to get these keys, what are ARKS missions, all that in the description upper right hand corner. If you see WIP, that means work in progress. I do have a story about this particular character. Her name is Deathheart, and I was working on a playlist where I was trying to get her from level 1 to max level. However, during that time, that was like in episode 3, max level was like 75. They started to add more things as I was doing that recording, and then also I took a hiatus, so they added more things as well, and I just didn't keep up with it. And then when I actually got back into the game, I was trying to level her up. It was a bit wonky. So I did level up the character. It was through my 9-hour stream that I did mention in the past, but yeah, you guys can't view it because it was like a copyright issue. I will find that video and edit it so I can get rid of that and then upload it again. But it's important for me to just note that this character did get to max level on one of her classes. I am trying to get her other one to 95 just because if I have a main class at 95, I might as well get her subclass to 95. But for me to get her subclass, which is fighter, to 95, I will also need to get a subclass for that, and the best one would be a Twal. Now, I could go for Hunter, but Hunter isn't leveled up as much, and when it comes to a Twal, it should be easier to level because of some things I'm going to state in a bit. So, it's PSO2 day right now as well when it comes to the Japanese PSO2. There will be a time skip for anyone who wants to just get right into the gameplay or me talking about some of the specific stuff. Go ahead and click on that. But it's PSO2 day. I would like to stream it, but because I got other people using the internet, I can't really do that because that's gonna hog up the connection, the internet, however you describe it. So I'm doing this as a recording because it's a recording. With that out of the way, let me talk about the boosters that I'm using, because when it comes to me doing a power level, you need to understand that whatever boosters I have on me will play a factor into how much experience I'm getting. I got an experience gain up level 8 when it comes to my team boost. I got a try boost for being a premium. I got another try boost that's going on 150%. I got rare drop rate, doesn't matter because I'm not trying to get the drops. I got a 75%. I could try to push it to 100, but I only have a few 100% experience boost. I got an extra 200% going on. The 8th year anniversary donut doesn't really play a huge role because I'm not doing the quest that is linked to it, and I think this gives rare drop rates. But yeah. So pretty much, in terms of equipment, I'm only going to use this dim rod. It's a 14 star, plus 35, doesn't have any good affixes to it. I am going to be equipping my mag. You can see that I did a slight mistake over here. This is a technique mag. And then I am also going to take a premium drink. The reason why you want to go for a premium drink compared to any other drink is because you get an experience boost with the 20k premium drink. If you can't get it, then you don't need to worry about it. There's also the daily boost that you can get from featured quests. If you don't know about featured quests and the daily boost, go ahead, look in the description or upper right hand corner. I made a video talking about it. So yeah, those are the boosts that I'm going to be using through this quest. Once again, this will be raw footage, so if I do something stupid during the recording, you'll hear it. If you see me do a silly mistake, you'll hear it as well, or see it. But yeah, here's the keys. These are the keys that I'm going to use. I have a bunch of gold keys, and it's just going to be a pain of the butt for me to actually burn all these. These are a lot of keys, and you might be wondering, how did I get all these keys, Morph? Or how did you get all these goddamn keys? It's through ARKS missions. I explained why they're broken, but in a sense, it's more of a quality of life change. However, if you're able to have so many goddamn characters, like if you have 20 characters, you can abuse these things to the point where you can easily do some things that someone might not be able to do. For example, if someone only has one character and they're trying to like power level a character to level 95, it might take them a while because they don't have a bunch of characters that can give them a bunch of gold keys or silver keys. If someone has like 20 characters, for example, guess what? Within the 3 days, they can easily power level a character to like a high level, like from 1 to 85 or even 95 if they play their cards right. So enough of my chit-chatting, let me get right into this. I think I have a gold key on me. No, I do not, so I'm gonna have to grab a key. You want to pay attention to the expiration date. Use the ones that are gonna expire first. The ones that's gonna expire for me right now would be the one on the 4th. I would just grab 3 of them for now. And I will have a... Well, I said this was not gonna be edited. I would want to put a counter up top, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna try to keep tabs mentally. I actually have a sticky note here, so let me grab that instead. So 1. This is gonna be easy. What you gonna do? Kill everything. Make sure you also have a half doll on you just in case if you die. I have 2 of them. Étoile is straightforward. If you decide to go Étoile wand, you can easily wipe this stage with no problem whatsoever, because your laser is gonna kill everything. And the laser move for the Étoile would be in your compound or successor photon arts, and it's the luminous flare. You can manually aim it or you can just auto aim it. I'ma just manual it. I just realized I need to change its character's voice too. She went through a like huge character change in terms of her appearance. But yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a bunch of experience here. I just ran out of PP. Where is that bear? I'm gonna kill that. Then Tagame. There's gonna be 1 Tagame. Then what you wanna do is continue to kill all these mobs until you get to the last 6. And now a bunch of mobs are gonna pop up. Just laser the hell out of them. Destroy the tank. Destroy everything else. And then there's gonna be 2 more Tagames. You can see that I just power leveled from level 52 all the way to 57. I think it was 52. This is how strong the Go key is with the right boosters. And once again, it is PSO2 day. I will show you guys the boost. I also need to go and check coffee because when it comes to successor classes, they do have client orders as you hit certain levels. I can't remember what the level was for a Étoile class. But yeah, once again, the reason why I'm leveling up Étoile is so I can use this to level up my fighter class. I can use something else, or I could try to use Bouncer, but that's going to be weird for me. Well, it's not going to be utterly weird, but I don't think I would want to try to do like Fighter Bouncer unless I have the right gear, especially in terms of like crafted stuff. So I'm not going to put a bunch of points yet into the Étoile skill tree. The reason why I came over here was to figure out what's the next level cap. So it's going to be 70. 70, roughly around 70, I want to stop and make sure I talk to Coffee. So I had to plan this accordingly. We're going to go back into bonus quest again. And we're going to go to the gold one. Note, I just used 1 of the bonus keys, so this will be the second one. And every time you do this, you also want to drink that premium drink. Back in talking about a bit of history lesson, I will make this in its own separate video. When it comes to the introduction of bonus quests and how you got them, you had to get them through featured quests. And it was RNG chance. You didn't have a guaranteed method like how the ARKS missions were, because they didn't drop easily. And apparently I can get another gold key if I were to do my daily ARKS missions. I'll do that off screen, or like after I get this character to at least 85. When it comes to the drops for the Go Tokyo key, it's not that great. You can get a couple of X cubes, photon spheres out of it. You can descent them instead. You can also get a couple of old types as well, because of the stones that you are picking up. It might be different over there when it comes to NA's loot drop, because you guys don't have the old type variants and you wouldn't need to have the stones. If they do, then great on ya, I guess. Except it might be the new type variant compared to the old type. Anyways, when it comes to the pass though, and how you got bonus keys, it's just random chance. I was able to do a bunch of old power leveling videos. If you want to see those, you can look in the description. But I was able to get a bunch of gold keys, and then I planned it out, and I was able to take advantage of it and use it on a boost week. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that part too. Or I forgot to show you guys that it was PSO2 day during this recording. Here's a good thing about the fact that this is fixed. You can plan accordingly, so if there was a boost week coming around, you could try to get a bunch of keys for that boost week, especially like PSO2 day, for example. You can use that to your advantage. Yeah, I don't remember what this character's level was prior to me leveling them up. I think it was 52. I might be wrong. Now that's 61. They're all dead. You're gonna hear my keyboard in the recording too, if I'm mashing it too loud. It's not my gaming keyboard though, so it shouldn't be that, or you shouldn't be able to hear it as much. So if I go over here to bonus quest, or any quest in particular, I'm trying to find bonus quest though, you'll see that there's a 100% rare drop rate, experience rate going on. So I'm gonna just go over here. You can't start the bonus quest without having the key physically on you. So even though you got a bunch of keys in your storage, let me just put that in there, you can't start it up unless it's on you. So let's get that key again. Let's get the one that expires on the 4th. I have a bunch of them that expires on the 4th. But yeah, I'm gonna be using these for power leveling purposes. Once again, I had to stop roughing around or before 70, and you also want to take a drink. Almost forgot about that part. Once again, these are not the maximum boosters I could use so I can effectively get a bunch of experience. This is just like temporary usage stuff, or like I have a bunch of these boosters. Oh, well, I have a bunch of specific boosters that I want to use. So if I have like a bunch of 150, I'm just gonna pop the 150. If I have a bunch of extra 150s, I'll pop those just so I can get that benefit. Like the only reason why I would want to try to use the maximum one is if I am trying to power level higher than usual. And the thing about this bonus quest too is that it can go to whatever level you are currently at until 80. Once you hit 80, that's it. Like the mobs, the bosses, they will be stuck at 80. I think I just like skipped to what, 61 to 63. So I just gained like 2 levels. Just kill all these mobs. The boss would be right behind me. There's another one across the map. I think I should be able to shoot them at this range. Then I should be able to kill this one. And then kill that one. And once I kill this, I would want to check Coffee, pick up her client order. I just lost count of how many keys I used. No, this should be the second one. And then I'm going to a third one. Hopefully I'm right. If I'm not, then you guys will know. And then future me will just like facepalm myself for losing track. Alright, so let's go over here. If you're playing any successor class, make sure you stop at the right intervals, at the right class level, so you don't waste experience. So yeah, like before I hit level 70, I'm able to pick up this client order right here. Got it complete. Now I should be able to push myself to 75. I think there was a way to tell on your menu. Yeah, you can also check this through your menu. All you need to do is go to class info, and then it'll show you in orange, or in, like that second number in parentheses, that's the max level you can try to push for. Without a level cap, I think. Just in case, let me check over here. Hit change class. So yeah, now there's no limit. I can try to power level now straight up to 85. So let's go back into bonus quest. This will be the third key that I will be using. The other thing is, if you're playing a successor class only, like you're only leveling one class. If you have a sub with you, they kind of pick up the experience until you hit the max level that can pick up, which is 75 right now. So if your subclass was at 75, it'll be able to get the experience that you are getting. So it's going to be shared between the two. If it's at 75, then it's strictly for the main class. This is key number 3. I should have enough inventory space as well. I'm just doing the bare minimum, mind you. This is like one of the fast ways to clear bonus quests with a Twal. Just using the wand. There's a mob. Then kill these. And then the dog pops up. 67. There will be a time skip for those who just want to go to the conclusion / end, but I'm just going to continue doing it as it is, and I will try to just make conversations or just talk about random stuff here and there. So yeah, I realized this was powerful the moment they introduced this. I mean, it was a no-brainer because they purposely made it into a thing, and they mentioned how like this thing can give you a bunch of experience, especially with those 3 Tagami dogs. Once again though, back then in episode 4 for the Japanese PSO2, it was just hard to get those keys because they were RNG. But people were doing featured quests, so it wasn't all too bad. So that was the third key. We are going to move on to the fourth one. We are going to continue to do this until we get this character to 85 in terms of the Twal class. I might use these keys again for a different character, but I'm not going to do a huge recording for it. This is extremely useful once again if you have multiple characters and if you decide to capitalize on this. It is optional. You don't have to make a bunch of characters so you can get these benefits. It would be nice to get these benefits, but you don't have to do it. You are not needed to get this. It's not like it's a mandatory thing. This is completely optional. This is more of an investment, and this I didn't really make 20 characters for these benefits overall. I just did it because I was making 20 characters. I wanted to show love to these characters. Some of these characters are based off of my stories, my own characters. Some of them are cosplays. 2 of them specifically are cosplay, like General Ezeth and New. If you don't know who they are, look that up. New is from Kill la Kill. She's the blonde pigtail, no, twin tail drill head girl. General Ezeth is the ice general from a Kagami Ga Kill. If you know who I'm talking about, great on ya. If not, then yeah, once again, look it up. But yeah, they're both crazy. Other than that, some of them are just like, I just wanted to make the character. For example, male cast, I have 2 of them. Death Shadow Zero, he was my first character in-game. Yeah, I know, edgy name, by the way. But yeah, he's a male cast, so he looks like a robot. Actually, I refit him into looking like a Space Marine from 40k. I guess that's a cosplay, question mark. And then the other character I have is just like an orange cast, orange robot. This particular character, she was supposed to, her name is Deathheart. You guys can't see her name above her head, but you can see it in the bottom left hand corner. Deathheart was supposed to be a spin-off or a different variant of Purple Heart from Hyperdimension Neptunia. Although I didn't really get the right look, especially with having dark hair for Neptune's hair, so I just trashed that idea. She was supposed to be a purple hair too, but I already have a purple hair girl. I realized I don't have a brunette, so I changed Deathheart's look to what it is now. I just picked up something that's unchecked. I think this is the 4th key, right? We are going... No. This is the 3rd key, we'll go on to the 4th one now. And yeah, you see that in a couple minutes, and just using just 3 keys, I was able to get like from 52, I think, all the way up to 75. That's how strong these keys are, if you know how to abuse them. Or if you know how to capitalize on your boosters, and when to use them, and to stack them. Because understand that if it's by itself, it doesn't look that bad. But when you start to add more to it, that's when it starts to stack. Like, for example, 1 million sounds like it's not a lot. But when you start to add more on top of that 1 million, then it starts to look a bit bigger. It will grow in due time. Like if you stack 1 million with another 1 million with another 1 million and another 1 million and another 1 million and a million and a million, it will increase. And it's just going to be big compared to the original number that you started off with, which is 1 mil. So you can view that with these gold keys as well, or the Tokyo keys specifically. Like, yes, there are alternative ways to level up, like limited quests and advanced quests, and but for episode 5 for the Japanese PSO2, like Buster Quest was something you could do too. However, all in all, bonus quest like gives you a lot of experience, saves you a bunch of time. You can do it by yourself. It's not like it would take hours for you to get a bunch of levels. But the problem, once again, in the past, especially like during episode 5, was the RNG chance. Like, the only way to get them was through featured quests again, which is complete RNG. You have no control over it. But now, because of ARKS weekly missions, guess what? They added that, and now you can get fixed amount of keys depending on the amount of characters that you have and if you do them. If you do your ARKS weekly missions and daily missions. There is a trade that you can do in the recycle shop, which is to trade in 5 silver keys of any type. It could be Magatsu, it could be the Tokyo key. And you can get a gold Tokyo key. from it, I should be able to push to... Alright, this is where the levels are getting increased to at least +1. Oh, that's a problem. That's why I didn't get as much. I forgot to drink. Always make sure you drink, people. I think that was the 4th one. Shit. I really wish I was paying attention. This should be the 5th now. Got my booster on. Got my drink. Hitting wrong keyboards or buttons on my keyboard. Keep on forgetting that like I have a different setup on this weapon palette. Or with this weapon. Honestly, the looks for these Tokyo mobs and bosses, they're okay. I don't have a huge issue with them. It's just that in terms of the episode 4 story, it's like, I don't know. Then again, here's the thing though, I forgot to mention this, but since I have a webcam now, I am most likely going to toy around with the story finally after like, what, 6 years? I note that I haven't touched the story. Oh, I did touch it a couple times. Like I did a couple episode 1 stuff, episode 2 stuff, 3, 4 even. But I haven't really got into it because I wanted to record that stuff and also show my face, give my commentary on it, and then also get my characters to go through a phase. Now, out of all my characters, my second character I ever made in the game, Zillion Sherelle, the pink hair one, not the Omega Zillion one, not the white hair one. The pink hair Zillion, she actually has her old look. And her old outfits too, so I would actually get her to do the story cutscene. I was gonna make a huge poll and video where you guys decide which character of mine, since I have 20 goddamn characters, will actually get the spotlight in the story, but I'm gonna give it to Zillion Sherelle because like she's one of my main characters that I spoiled. And when it comes to her as well, she has all the old looks. She has all of my old looks that I had back then in episode 2, 3, and leading up to what? Episode 2, episode 3, episode 4, 5, and then now. Like now she just has a bunch of outfits, but in the past for episode 2 and 3 and stuff, she had some very specific looks. Alright, so I'm gonna start this up again. We are at 77. We are roughly around 8 levels away from hitting 85. So once again, you want to go for those keys that will expire soon. Most of these are going to expire within, what, a couple days. I would want to use them during PSO2 day just because it's PSO2 day, you get a boost. I might pull out more keys. I'm also gonna... I think these are 10s. Yeah, I could trade it in for 4-time series. No, I can't. Never mind. So here's another key, marking it down. I forgot to take a drink. I'm gonna go back and get a drink. Speaking of drink, I actually need to drink some water, so you might hear me take a bit of it. I would once again stream this during, like, actually stream this, but once again, I don't have the best internet, and I'm gonna hog all the internetness to myself if I do that. So I'm not gonna do that. I'll do it in a recording though. This is the alternative method. Hopefully the music that's on my headset is not being picked up, but let me just take it off of my neck so it's not close to the mic, so you don't hear like a double echo of it. You might hear my keyboard and mouse though. In my chair. But yeah, the only thing I'm looking forward to episode 4 is Corey, the chick, because I think she goes nuts, crazy, yandere. I want to see that happen for one of the characters in game. Honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna be expecting when I go through the story. Obviously, I can watch the anime, but at the same time, it's like the original content is from a video game, and I have access to said original content, so I might as well see what it is and also, you know, immerse myself in it or get my characters immersed in it, because, you know, I have a bunch of characters in this game, and the point or the original intent was through a video game to tell a story through a video game, so that's what I'm gonna do. Obviously, yeah, with the anime, it still follows the same stuff here and there, but some stuff aren't... You can't capture everything that a video game has onto the screen. For example, like if you watch or play a visual novel, a good example of it would be Fate. You're not really getting all of the snippets and pieces if you watch the anime. Like, you get the main gist of it, but it's like small details that were in the visual novels are not caught in the animation for Fate. But it doesn't matter, as long as you're able to understand like what the medium is, or understand the game itself, or just, you know, show love and appreciation to it and understanding, then it's all fine and dandy. Like, if you want to go to the original source and play the visual novel, that's on ya, that's good on ya. Or that's entirely up to you. Like, some people don't want to do that, so they'll go to the alternative medium, which is the anime, where, once again, it covers most of the basic stuff. Now, which one you need to watch in order, I'm not an expert in that one. I mean, I haven't even watched Fate, but I'm still playing Fate Grand Order. If you want to see that video of why I'm still playing it, upper right hand corner or in the description. Alright, so that is 5 keys, and with just 5 keys, 5 Go Tokyo keys, I was able to get this much experience and levels. Is it 5 or 6? Shit, I lost count now again. Did I mark that down? That this is the 6th one that I'm gonna use? I don't fucking remember shit. I'm being bad at this, and I think my team experience just started up on me too. Yeah, I think it did. I lost count. I lost count. Because I think it was 5, but then I wrote down 1, and I don't know if I used a 1. Or I was about to start to 1. I have no fucking clue. I'll know. The future me will know. Once I watch this recording. And then all you guys will know, and but past me won't know. And like, when it takes you like maybe an hour on advanced quests to actually get a level, It just takes a few minutes for you to get a level over here in bonus quest. Once again, stacking a bunch of the right boosters though to do such a thing. This is just me being a bit questionable and just like wondering why Sega didn't let it become a thing. I get that they want people to know about advanced quests and to work on leveling, but at the same time, if they already implemented some of the new features that weren't really in the game during said episodes, like episode 1, 2, 3, ARKS Missions was not a thing in episode 1, 2, 3. That was a new content in episode 6, or before the release of episode 6. So if they were able to change that, why didn't they add bonus quests instead? Like, I get it, yeah, episode 4 content, that's a bit too early. But still, if you already tampered around with, like, the original release of things, then why couldn't you decide to do that? Because guess what? Once bonus quest becomes a thing, and if it is in your battle pass or in the ARKS missions, why would you want to do advanced quests now? Like, you would want to do it still because of the photon boosters specifically, especially if you need a farm for the ultimate boosters. But when it comes to leveling now, it's like you got bonus quests. You can easily get into this if they do update the ARKS missions, and you can get them per character through your daily and weekly ARKS missions. Like, it's kind of contradicting itself. It's like, yeah, we don't want to speed things up. We want to take it slow, but then we're still speeding up still because we're trying to get to where Japan is. And also, like, before the release of New Genesis. But they're also taking their time and making you guys go through some of the old stuff that isn't as relevant. Like, advanced quests, they're okay, but right now, the Japanese PSO2, because most of the quests are being updated, especially like with some of the limited quests or emergency quests in terms of their drops, there is a chance that an ultimate booster can drop, which kind of kills the need to do advanced quests. And also, because there's divide quests now as well, you would rather farm that compared to advanced quests, because with divide quests, this is like per character, and this depends on how many points you can acquire within the week. I will make a separate video talking about this. But with divide quests, the thing about them is that you get these weekly point rewards, and you can see that you can get boosters if you hit 250,000 points, along with like the other things you'll need, so you can get pure Austin Steel weapon. Like, if you're able to just farm divide quests, which can give you a bunch of XQs, which then you can sell, and also you can get loot, even a 15-star, to drop, why would you want to backtrack and go to advanced quests now when you got divide quests? Like, advanced quests right now is dying. Like, even in terms of you getting the photon boosters so you can try to turn it into ultimate boosters, yeah, that's not a thing anymore, because ultimate boosters are now being dropped in divide. They are being dropped in most of the ultra hard difficulty now. They're becoming a bit of a natural drop. It's like advanced quest is dying because of that. The only reason why you would want to do advanced quests still is because it's an ARKS weekly mission. So the game tends to kill off a lot of their stuff. Like, if you can understand the pattern of PSO2, yeah, once again, I'm just like talking about anything that comes up to mind, since I have no actual concrete topic to stay on. But when it comes to like the pattern for PSO2, here's the thing: if something is fucking new, people are gonna spam it a lot, like stupidly a lot, until they get bored of it, and then they will stop spamming it. Good example of that would be like the ultra hard free field. It was spammed during its initial release, but then it stopped because people stopped farming it. Now you got divide. Now divide is very specific. You can technically solo it, depending on what stage you are on and depending on your class and all that. But at the same time, you would want to actually form a party, or like just ask friends and whatnot to actually go through them. So it's not that bad. But when it comes to like emergency quests as well, understand that certain emergency quests will be popping up because that's the main emergency quest compared to all the other ones. Right now for the Japanese PSO2, guess what? The Japanese PSO2 is spamming a bunch of the Persona emergency quests because they got ultra hard Persona. I would say capitalize on this because reveries are a thing. You would want to get Mana Reverie more than Loser or Persona and stuff. I mean, you can get those. It's just that Mana Reverie is just good in what it can give. Especially since it's a plus 50 attack. And guess what? To make one of those Mana Revs, you need a bunch of other Revs. And guess who drops a bunch of them? Persona. This is why, like, knowing how things work is how you can get a bunch of money or know what to farm for exactly. Because Persona, like, if Persona's around, guess what? He drops all the different types of reveries. Guess what happens when there's an abundance of a certain item? That will lower the prices on the market. Guess what happens when the prices are low? You can take advantage of this and try to get a profit. Not only that, if you want to farm for these pieces, guess what? You can farm for them, you can stock up on them, and then you can use it when you need to use them, or you can use them when you can try to earn a profit, especially when you want to make a bunch of Reverie Catalysts. Now, the one thing you gotta consider, especially if you're playing the Japanese PSO2, is the huge update that's gonna kick in like late August or September. They got a new ability coming out, and that thing is gonna be it's gonna be huge. There's like a new ability that's like a stupid soul that gets plus 70 all and a dummy amount of HP and PP, along with like the new type of glare that's kind of like a Mana Reverie, and it gives a bit more compared to the Astro Soul and Ether Factor. But yeah, like there's those things you got to consider as well in terms of like updates. Once again, it might be hard to level up a certain class even though you got a bunch of keys. I only am playing with a 12, so if I had like a subclass that's not at 75 or whatever the max level is in terms of like experience it can gain before it just stops, before you had to physically level the class itself. Yeah, all the experience is going to just a 12, it's not going to anything else. And this is why it's easy to level up successor classes on an alt compared to leveling up an actual class combo like a Braver Hunter. Like, it would take a while to level both of them up equally compared to just like a hero, a phantom, and a 12. Like, if you are trying to level up other classes as well, what you can do is pretty much, other than a successor class, because successor classes do not have a subclass linked to them. But if you were, let's say, playing as a hunter and you want to also level up force, but it's not at a high level, guess what you can do? You can technically go in this quest and have a level 1 subclass. Because the requirement for the gold key is be at... Actually, I don't think there's any sort of requirement. Well, there should be like a very small minimum requirement for it. But it's not too bad in terms of like what you have to do. And I realize I haven't been using the laser as much, so I'm gonna have to do that. I've just been like swinging myself around. I do need to change this character's voice. I just realized that it's still the default, like... It's sort of deep. Mature in a sense. But yeah, no, I need to change that. Although the question is, what do I want to change it to? And now I'm 81. From here on out, you'll notice that the enemies will be stuck at 80. They won't be able to level with me to like 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, all the way up to 95. If you're playing on the North America PSO2 and you decide to do a bonus quest over there, they will be stuck at level 80. And guess what? Your level cap is at level 80, so it's not going to affect you as much. I'm gonna put this battle suit away. I don't need to have that on this character anymore. Yeah, this video is gonna be long. Even though, like, I'm leveling up my character, it still takes a while to burn up these damn keys. And if I'm going for high levels, like level 85 and all that, it's just gonna take a long time. I could push this to 95 instead. I'm not gonna do that though, because if there's something I could spam that's worth my time and it can give me a decent chunk of experience. For example, when it comes to this limited quest going on for the 8th year anniversary, I would rather spam this instead, so I can get loot from that, get money from that, and also get a bit of experience. Yes, it's not going to give me a lot of experience like this gold key is doing right now. However, the flip side is I'm actually getting money out of it. I'm also getting a chance to get rare drops. And drops that can be used, especially when it comes to affixes, because they do the limited quest that's going on right now. If you haven't seen my video talk about it, it's gonna be in the description. But the units that drop can give an S-class ability. Some of them are S-class ability. They will be like 13-star units on a 13-star unit or a pop item. And this quest does drop like all the different types of unit S-class abilities, even the S8 ability, Sky Boon Dance. That thing is fucking expensive. Or Sky Dance Boon, whatever it is. Yeah, you can see that, like, even though I'm 81, these guys are stuck at 80. Yeah, all I need to do is kill these mobs. You still get a good chunk of experience even if they're stuck at 80, especially when you kill those Tagames. They're the real reason to the experience gain here. Like, without those dogs, like, you won't be able to get a bunch of experience. I guess I can call them dogs? I don't know. They're lightning. They're definitely lightning base, but yeah, as you can see, I didn't hit 82, but I'm close to hitting it. I just need, I don't know, like maybe 500,000, a million experience. Let's see. Yeah, I was right. It's like a million. Now, I would ignore these damn eggs, but I'm picking it up because my summoner actually ran out of egg food for her pets. I still can't believe, like, the pets eat each other in terms of playing a summoner class. Okay, yeah, I lost count of the keys, so don't ask me what key I'm on. This recording me does not know what key I was on. Yeah, I still got a lot of keys. Like, this is what I was prepping myself for with PSO2. They just stock up on a bunch of keys. Once again, I got 20 characters. Guess what? I can get 20 of them. And I was prepping this before PSO2 day came around the corner. So, yeah, I got a bunch of gold keys ready for these power level sessions. Once again, though, like once I get them to 85, I'm just gonna use limited quests instead. Oh wait, what am I doing? I just like reset this, didn't I? So another gold key. I could trade in those 5 stars. I mean those. Damn it, I don't have 5 units. I could trade that in though. And I think I got some miscellaneous stuff here. Yeah. Actually, I think you need to feed your max though, don't you? Yes, you do. I know this technique. So I'm gonna do that. Get some trimates. So let's attack. I could descent them, but honestly, like the low rarity weapons and units, you don't need to descent as much. I've done it in the past, like in episode 2 and 3. I have a lot of them, but when it comes to new type grinding, you need the higher grade ones from 13 stars and 14 stars. I think it's more on 13 stars though. And you can always use like some of the other stuff that you like. You can trade in some of these crafting materials from like 7-star to 9-star rarity weapons and our units for something else at the recycle shop. They do have a conversion there. There's only a few things you can't convert, like the materials you need to make like a liberate. You can't really convert those. You can desynthesize 14 stars to get those mats. And I'll show that in a separate video when I talk about how to get the liberate. This is actually draining my focus and attention. Like, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep. But I need to do this because once again, I have a bunch of keys. I might as well use them all. And I was waiting for this time to do it. Like, after PSO2 day, though, I'm not gonna be farming for a bunch of keys anymore. Like, the only reason why I was going hardcore these past few days was because of this PSO2 day and the event and the limited quests and the things that's going on. So much good stuff going on in the Japanese PSO2. But yeah, I was able to get to 82. With this next key I'm able to pop, I will be most likely able to get to 83. And then it might take me 2 to 3 keys after that to get to 85. And then I'll stop there and end this recording, because any further will prolong this damn recording past like an hour and whatever it is. It will most likely get past an hour. No joke, it's like already on the 52 marker. This is why I say if you want to go to the conclusion, look in the description for the time skip. Also, if I'm able to level up all these different characters too, at the very least I can use them. I can toy around with different builds, and then I can also use them for divide quests. It's just that that's gonna be a lot of work on my end. I should definitely get that team experience boost. That would give me an edge. Not only that, let me make sure that some of my boosters aren't gone. I think one of them did disappear on me. It's the regular tri-boost one. So I'm gonna go over here, get the 150 that I have in my premium storage. Use that one instead. Oh wait, I had another one in my thing. Did I actually run out of the 150 in my last one run, or my last 2 runs? Let me just pop another 150. Oh yeah, zombies pop up and want to use my laser. And I missed this zombie shit. Yeah, once you know what to do, it's straightforward, it's easy. Just be careful not to get one-shotted. Well, it depends on what you're wearing. If you got like decent units, you'll be fine. Question mark. Yeah, that should be shit 283. killing the other 2 Tagames. Yeah, 2 to 3 keys more from now. Because the 2 Tagames will most likely be able to fill up the gauge up to halfway. Which would be what? I wasn't paying attention to how much that Tagame gave me. Might give 4 to 5 mil. If I'm lucky. Let's see how much experience you gave me. Roughly around. Oh yeah, that's halfway for sure. That's like 2.8 mil, which is like 5.6. Not the exact numbers, but hey, look, it's up to. So yeah, this will be an extra 2 more or 3 more keys. I got a feeling it'll be 3. Unless I go get my experience team boost, I might do that. Because that, like, even if it's like a small boost, it's still a percent boost. Still gonna help you. Because if you could use a key on someone else, that is fine and dandy. Oh shit, my throat is hurting from this. Boy, what emergency quest is popping up? Is that loser or persona? Oh, that's mining defense? No, that's apprentice. Ew. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it was over an NA, you would want to spam it because you can get Apergina. I don't want to go and do that. Even if it allows me to get Apergina and I went to my room, not... I'm supposed to go to the team room to get the tree boost. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do Apergina one. It's okay if you're new to it. But yeah, for me now, I don't need to do that. I'd rather just farm Persona instead. And put this in 1. Put this try boost away. Then go to the gate area, and then we'll continue the bonus quest. Actually, I got 2 more fucking eggs up there. I need to go. Bonus. Gold. But this is how I go about power leveling sometimes. Sometimes I take my, well, if I take my time, it's not actually power leveling, but when it comes to me getting to the level that I need to quickly, I will do this. Now I just decided to go crazy for this week, just so I can get those keys, because PSO2 day was around the corner. And I also was trying to do the title quest where... This is for the Japanese PSO2, mind you. There's a title quest where if you complete the objective, which is to get 10 classes to level 95, you get 20 ability transfer passes. There's 3 other titles as well, but I will make a separate video talking about them. It's just that you need to have classes at... You need to be good at in like 10 classes or so. I just realized I'm still on the first phase. Because now first Tagame pops up, I'm gonna kill it. When I kill the next 2... How much experience do I need? I should be able to get I think I only need one more go key after this run. Because if I'm able to kill all these mobs and get a good 1 mil of experience, then the experience I can get for the Tagami can just be used mostly for the experience bar for 84. Because that should be able to fill it halfway for the 84 one. Yeah, see? So, killing just 3 of those guys... Yeah, I just need 1 more key now. Because those guys give rough around like 2.8 mil. I wasn't paying attention to the number that was above their head when I killed them right now. But it was roughly around like 2.8 mil. So, just that math alone, I should be able to... Oh, I was like listening to the background music, and I was like, what is this song? This is, I'm gonna actually skip this one. So yeah, I just need to use 1 more key and then we are good with this video, and I will once again upload it as it is. I do not know how many keys I just used, but this is how I go about power leveling. Note that I do have a rainbow key. I am most likely going to use that. I just need to figure out who's going to use it. Once again, I got like 20 characters, so I might be pushing a bunch of my characters to at least 85 and then just level them up in some way, shape, or form. Like, I could use them to... I can use them in Divide Quest and level them up through those means, or at least go to an ultimate quest, ultra hard difficulty quest, like an emergency quest. Or if a seasonal emergency quest pops up, and if I have them at level 85, I can just use them. Ultimately, if I do want to power level that character to max level, I'll go take them to bonus instead. Just trying to figure out which character I would have to go on next after this. I just realized I could shoot my fucking laser. Keep on forgetting that I can do that. No, wait, no laser on this thing, because it's only one of them. Now she's at 85 in her Etoile. She already got 85 fighter, so I will be using the Etoile as a sub so I can level up my hunter. Like, I would, once again, take... If I wanted to, I could take Bouncer instead. That's already at 95 and use that as a sub. However, that doesn't give me the most benefit when I'm playing the fighter, unless I have the right gear for it, because I would actually use a bunch of the bouncer weapons on a fighter. However, I will need to toy around with the affixes so I can get something that can help me with limit break. And also my survivability. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Pretty much I got whatever the original level was all the way up to 85. It took me that long. I don't remember how many fucking keys I used, but it was below 10. I know that it's below 10. But yeah, and it's also because I did it on a boost week. I have a bunch of boosters on here. You might not have that many boosters, but the thing is, you want to just stack up on them and just spam or use as many tickets back to back or keys back to back, which then you can get a bunch of experience from while you do the Go Tokyo. With that out of the way, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you got any concerns, put it down below. But yeah, now I need to go figure out which other character I need to level up. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!